Alright, well. I just want to jump right into it. Hold up. This is not the right tab. There we go. So, Pit of Babel. This game was made by Macia, who was the developer of Perfect Vermin, the mimic hunting game that I played a few months back. And construct a tower in search of heaven amidst an unforgiving and anatomical world. Grant gentler light to produce blocks of stone to build with. Discover the story of two souls searching for the dregs of a miracle. Babel is destined to collapse. And it was developed by... Actually, I forgot to mention it was also developed by Scotty Supel. The sound designed by Pato Flores and composed by Daniel Shapovalov. I'm hoping I am pronouncing any of that correctly. Probably not. Let's get right into it. Look at this thing. It's so adorable. Oh, I can make more of them. Sweet. Hold left to pick up things up. Yep. Hold left, then hold right to rotate objects. Sounds about right. So we drop these little things in. To give us little blocks. That are, you know, certainly Tetris inspired. Okay. You're immediately going to get grinded. Food thief over here. Alright, so we gotta read I'm guessing? It just changed to a 1. The tar and sand beneath me were only contrasted by the pale smoke that suffocated my vision. As I traveled deeper to the bottom of this pit of oily black sand, I felt a foreign confusion grow within me. And for a moment, I pondered escape. The soil was too loose to allow me the proper footing to climb out. The only direction this geography allowed was descent. Even then, the incline of this pit was far too sheer to allow me to move directly down without tumbling helplessly. So I descended slowly in this familiar clockwise spiral. For a moment, I was filled with peculiar nostalgia for this path I had never taken. I felt a mix of fear and an excitement that was alien to my thoughts just moments ago. I noticed how perfect my every footfall was. With how each step seemed so precise, it felt more intentional than what my fatigued mind should be capable of. It was here I noticed I had become paranoid of my own stride. I worked again to quiet my mind. It was lost in these confusing thoughts, and I noticed a form emerge from the smoke before me. I don't know why I read that as black. It was the shape of a person taller than my own stature. The silhouette in the fog was moving counterclockwise towards me, their black clothing blended almost perfectly in with the sand. Got. I did not recognize your language, but I understand this as a greeting. I should have felt a reflex to flee in that moment, but this reflex never came. Now only a few meters in front of me, the man came into focus before stopping. His suit and posture were that of a businessman, but with clothing far too worn and stained. His only sense of formality was coming from how he held himself with confidence. "It is good to see you." His accent was foreign and almost thicker than the smoke that enshrouded us. "Have we met?" I asked in an unintentionally strange tone. The sound of my own voice surprised me. "Hardly, but I would like to," he replied, still beaming. "Pardon?" I replied, working to take control of my own voice. "We have hardly met, but I would like to get to know each other. Proximity can be a powerful thing." I wonder what he meant by these words. "May I walk alongside you?" It would be far too ironic to arrive alone. He began approaching me before finishing his sentence. You may, I spoke, almost purely out of obligation, as though we descended clockwise, spiraling below. Okay, well. Oh. My tower continues. So what does that 1 mean? Do I want to find out? Nope. 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 There. Let's move around some of these blocks. So those ones aren't ready yet. Why this block? Why must I get more of this block? I do not like this block. Heh, perfect. Okay. All right. Kind of can't. All right. Give me more babies. And you must go. I almost smacked my own tower. That would have been very bad. If we can get a square, that would be neat. You eat that. Throw you in, toss you in. Okay. I mean, I guess that works as well. Oh, there's a square right here. I forgot. Are you not trying to hit the 1? I don't think it matters much, does it? Yeah, I mean, I just try to hit it right there. I don't want to lose that. I think we have to continue going up. How much further up do we go? Wow, that... Alright. Let's get there when we get there. These things are little breeding machines. I love them. Let's grind them up. Alright, so this should be the last one we need. No, don't do that, please. After some time traveling deeper, he spoke. You know where we are. I wasn't discerning whether this was a question or statement. Before I could come to a conclusion, he continued. This terrible pit of tar and smoke, the sense of confusion, of wonder, I could feel him smiling behind me. Do you have any ideas where or what this place is, past or present? I was confident I had known moments ago, but at this moment I was unsure. Enlighten me. Enlighten. He cackled. I turned, catching a glimpse of his grin. Well, I have an amusing hypothesis, but before I share with you my wayward thoughts, do you recall why you came here? A strange fear gripped me as he spoke these words. I remembered loss. I remembered something small that I could not carry any longer. I believed myself to have lost a child. I could feel the weight of it in my arms, but the specifics remained amorphous. These thoughts were so painful. Had I truly forgotten the name, the face of my own child? Again, I remembered their weight in my arms. I remembered breastfeeding and nurturing them, and I remembered shame. I remembered shame. No, I can't recall a thing, I said, the smothered emotions in my voice giving away my poor lie. What an unfortunate thing to lose. Well, we have found ourselves at the site of a miracle. A biblical miracle at that. He responded so quickly, and with such ease. And I am not speaking in metaphor or riddle, I am quite literal. I choose to believe this is the site of the ziggurat of Babel. Well, the Tower of Babel now terribly decomposed. I barely absorbed his hypothesis. My mind still struggling to discern my own thoughts. I know you don't believe me. I did not respond, and the silence between us lasted, but seemed like a small eternity. Hold up, my Twitch is just... Give me 1 second here. I really hate this mobile app of Twitch. It does not work at all. You know, the point of me streaming this is so I have people to respond to. I'm sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. Alright. Also, I forgot to mention, but thank you for the resub, Roto. Eat that. Find out what it does. No, I want you to eat that. Okay. So this is a new mechanic. Well, it is a new mechanic, obviously, but it's not. I thought it would be replacing a fruit. Or whatever these are. I mean, it's obvious it's an eye or something, but it's gone. Oh! Oh, okay, okay. Now we got another one. Okay, well, let's start building. Let's grab you, put them through the shredder, see what we get. Yes, give me more squares. I like squares. Oh, well, those ones are just lost forever. Fantastic. Alright, let's do it this way. Yeah, maybe it's a bootleg version. We'll find out. Yeah, give me more real quick before I do anything else. Hey, Mel. Thank you for showing up either way. How are you doing today? Oh, these ones are alive. They're just... Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I thought I tried interacting with one and it didn't do anything. So that's why I was a little hesitant. That's not exactly what I intended. There we go. At some point, I might have to more or less restart my entire tower because I'm not liking how it's looking right now. Alright, got some square blocks, so we can reach this. I want to... There we go. Alright, number 3. The exhaustion in my limbs grew crushing. I felt as if I could collapse at any moment. Yet still, my legs carried me as if they had made this journey 1,000 times before. Yeah, pretty much. I raised my head and my eyes were drawn to nothing. There was no shape, no pattern before me, but still my eyes and my vision were transfixed on a particular part of the smoke just ahead. I failed to explain the sensation I felt as from this nothing emerged the shape of a towering boulder of debris. A strange voice inside of me felt I had willed this ruin into existence for the smoke itself. Behold, a fragment of Babel, the man whispered to himself still behind me. We approached this remnant of some vast structure. Its architecture that remained intact was perplexingly industrial. The black and swirling stones that comprised it appeared to have been cut at strange angles with a precision greater than that of any ancient culture. The spiral stone interlocked more similarly to a puzzle or abstraction of art than any practical structure. Even this monolithic remnant seemed to desperately beg to collapse. Yet it stood with impressive resistance, its lack of weathering giving the impression that recently been placed here, although I knew this was not to be true. We rested beneath an overhang of the structure, slowly regaining our strength. Together nested here, we stared down into the endless smoke below, both carefully observing nothings within the haze. You believe me now? I spent no time discerning his intention. Is that a question? I asked. A moment of silence passed between us. Do you want to know why I came here to this ruined tower? Before I could respond, he stood and spoke again. We stand here at the site of the greatest cooperation, a cooperation so grand that the divine struck it down out of contempt. Now, was it the goodness of men, the wealth of kings, that allowed this tower's construction? No, it was something far more beautiful than that. Language. The true language. The perfect language. The ability to express ideas to others as they exist within your very head. Our inability to communicate is what keeps us separate. It keeps our memories from truly being shared. We are consciousness of selves that is denied the community our components possess. With perfect communication, there is no barrier between you and me. There is no misunderstanding, no need for lies or confusion. There is no self. How else could this stone tangle so eloquently, organically, yet remain so robust? The work of countless brilliant organisms. This was the work of a lost organism, the organism made in the God's image. Humanity. We are denied the structure, the form. But here among these ruins we will understand each other again. In fact, we already are. Listen close, even our accents have melted away. He turned to me, his monologue concluding, and his gaze locked with mine. You think I lie, he said, full of fading compassion. Full of fading passion, sorry. Passion, compassion, two similar but very different words. This is awful. What in the fuck? What happens if I feed you? Nothing came of it. Oh, I didn't notice that one was still alive over there. So that should be it, right? Yeah, I realize they're eating them. Don't worry. Can you only give birth one at a time? I think so. Either way. Yeah, I just didn't catch them eating until, like, after. It's okay. You'll be fine. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out for them. I think when they're dark red, they can no longer provide more. I might be wrong though. I don't hear them, so... Oh, there's one right there. Okay. Just as I say that, I don't hear them, so they're probably gone, I say, as one appears and just casually eats one of my... I don't know what to call these. My question is, how do they form? That's just my question. Yeah, I completely missed it. How is Babby form? I feed them fruits or something, and they just instantly gave birth on the floor. I'm just trying to figure out how they're made. Okay, they just sometimes come up out of the oil. Okay. Yeah. Can't confirm that. I think maybe whenever it starts raining, perhaps. This is a great tower. Not outside at all? No, not at all. Go away. just eat a package in the ocean. That's how you do it. Why cry them up when I could just eat it? No. Go away. See, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. This tower is beautiful. Let's save the L block real quick. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Like I said, our tower is beautiful. A beautiful mistake. It's crafted perfectly. Oh no. I don't know how that works, but I'll take it. Oh no, that was the... Okay. We've lost a few of our blocks. There's also one of those things eating our... I still don't know what to call these. Little monster fellas. Here's the plan. We will eventually construct a tower out of this. I'm pretty sure it would be better at actual Tetris than I am with this. Alright, let's get rid of this block. This block is bad. Alright. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be fine. We'll be fine. We're almost back at the free. We are almost back at the free. And we're back at the free. Everything will be fine. Yes. We're working with what we have. And what we have is hopes, dreams. Fuck off. Go. Thank you. No. Stop. Go away. You know what? You're going to this side. Our resources are not limited. If we could just get these to go the fuck away. I have a feeling eventually they will start running out, to be fair. That was a mistake. Yep. That was a mistake. What am I doing? Oh god. I'll do something about that in a second, don't worry. This is one. Hey chicken, how are you doing today? Now, this is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. Nah, it's okay. I have a question. Where is one of them? Because I want to test something. If I put a block here... Can they pass through this block? Yeah, yes I can. Okay. The answer is yes, they can't pass for that block. Theoretically. Man, I tried to cheat the system. Well, that is bad. That's just a little bad. A little bad. Okay. Real quick, we're just gonna reset some... reset some of this. It's fine. This tower is beautiful. That one side of the tower is gonna fall completely. But don't do anything about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. We at least managed to straighten out, kind of. No, because there would be more if they didn't get if they weren't getting eaten all the time. Not gonna save him. That's why I'm like if they weren't getting eaten like all the time. Okay, we got more blocks available. It's hard to think that won't work out. Just a hunch. Okay. There's gotta be a way. You're starting to think? You're starting to think that? Listen, I am aware that I need. But I would also have to like basically just reconstruct the entire tower. That's my only problem. What the fuck was that? Oh. Oh, that was just my tower collapsing. That's what that was. Silly me. It was just my tower blowing up. My mistake. That's all it was. I mean, it's not gone. We can salvage it. Oh, kind of. Alright. Whoa, I can zoom in? Okay. I did not know I can zoom. Alright, so what's this? Do that. And we'll think about what we can for this point forward. I can't kill them, so that's good. It'll be fine. This new tower, Neo Babylon. We'll call this tower. Stop. Stop. Please, just get out of the way. No, stop sliding. I'm trying to make a tower. Not using you yet. Alright. Good. Fuck off, please. Thank you. Do I not have any more baby ones available? This is bad. Did I... Yeah, this is the end. Alright. We're gonna restart real quick, because I think I actually ran out of the material. So we're gonna restart completely. Fresh. Because I can't feed, like, more than one, right? Yeah. Can't feed more than one of that. No, I didn't know whether it was like finite or what. That's why. I didn't know that was... whatever. You get my point. There it is. Okay. But we got it. We have it this time. So how do I get more than one again? Because it seems like it's not working out. Because I can't use the same one twice. That's the issue. Interesting. I know. Maybe? We can try that. I had that perfectly. There we go. I don't know when they start appearing out the tar though, that's the only problem. We're going to just kill a few right now. Okay. Okay. So let's get story 1 out of the way. Yeah, we read all that. That's fine. Yeah, I did mean the creatures that eat the others. Not the not these guys in general. These are not turning into normal covers, though. If I feed this one more to one, just doing an experiment. Oh, wait, it did. Hold up. Because that one just made another one. We're trying to figure out the science behind these guys. Okay, so if I feed them 2, it seems like. Yeah, I know. I know, dude. Alright, so we got some resources built up. We can make some blocks real fast. I am just on the lookout to see if those things will start appearing again. We can toss some of the ones that won't immediately give us creatures, just to quicken up the process a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so what we can do is we can make a solid tower that'll keep going until that point. Get rid of 2 of these. Okay. That was a slight miscalculation there. Okay. Listen, you know me. I'm stubborn enough to use it. Nope. 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 I am just that stubborn enough to go with it. Starting to run into the same problem, however. No. That is not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted. Can I do it like this? That's my question. Perfect! There we go. That's all I wanted. Okay. Okay. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, that's not exactly the right piece. That one is. Okay. Oh. Okay. Just gonna skip that. You're welcome, by the way. You're in this chat, contributing to it often enough. So I felt that was only fitting. Same thing. This one's already used, so we're just gonna keep making. Okay, just trying to figure out what we have. Just optimally using up what we have real quick. Okay. Still on the lookout, just in case. Because the last thing we need is for those things to pop up again. when we don't, when we least expect it, at least. Okay, okay. There, because that will... Alright. There we go. There we go. How's our little production line going? Rid of some of these. I did not tell you to go to sleep. Thank you. Oh yeah, no, an engineer. I am not. Also, sorry to let you know, but that situation where you would not want me to become an engineer, that situation is right now. I'm sorry to let you know. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That was not what I wanted you to do, Pluck. Yeah, because that won't stay on in any sort of way. Yeah, I wasn't to why the tower fell. No, it was my own hubris, yes. I need like one of the straight blocks or something, I think. Alright, so there's one of these blocks. We can put that there. It really is citrus, yes. So we're gonna... There's one. We found one, folks. Well, the fragment of Babel is going to turn into several in a minute. Alright, let's get rid of... Okay, okay, okay. I really wish I had a Switch so I could play Tetris 99, because that would be fun as hell. Do people still play that game? Just a question. Alright. They do? Okay, good. Don't go too close, buddies. Something happened. What? Why? I don't know why I went flying that way. My tower just wants to be placed. Yeah, I kind of noticed this. Oh, but I did not mean to click that. Okay, okay. This is a little bad. Oh, oh no. No, no, no. We can work with this. We'll work with this still. If it was facing the other way. If I can get it to lean back somehow. This is the way it's just say up, I guess. We can work with this. See, we're doing fine. We're still alive. Are any of those things around? No, not yet. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. Man, this tower was doing so good too. See, what happened was I was afraid of those things just popping up and rooting the tower like what's happening over here. And because of that, I spawned too many and now we're sort of just fucked. Ah, this is infuriating. We had the tower. We had the tower. We had a tower. It was at least functional. Like, functional is a word, keyword there. But it was functionally a tower. One that might not have made it to the top, but functionally one that was at least getting by. And the sole reason why we lost was because of the fucking things driving my paranoia. No other reason. Fuck off, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we will do something with this. We have the pieces. Poor management, yes, but there was external factors which affected it. This piece is just staying by like that. That's amazing. Oh, nope, there it goes. Alright. That's the plan. We will do this by building a tower out of these fragmented pieces. I'm kidding as I say that. We're not doing that. That'd be hilarious though. I feel like I need something else. This will work. Was that the sound of one of those monsters? Yes, it was. I'm getting used to the sound that those things make, at least. Oh, there goes that piece. Okay, let's take this. Actually, we need one of those pieces, right? But we need one on the other side, and I can't rotate it like that. You know what? That works. This works. Like that. Here we go. It's not over yet. We can make do with what we have. Because we have a lot of tower pieces here. We can make something out of it. Sorry, I'm trying to get that to straighten out. There we go. Close enough. Close enough is likely not going to cut it, but... Okay, that piece will work. Alright, we need two. We need something of two. This works. This works. There we go. Alright, 1, 2 ones. This piece. Okay. Actually, that was not the pizza I thought I grabbed. There we go. That was this I was looking for. My mind just kind of blinked for a second. There we go. Yeah, it's only for a second. There's that. Okay, so piece of one. I thought that was one of the... there's one. That's all I'm looking for. Gonna have to take care of that problem real quick. There it is. Yeah, like, exactly, like, I have a lot of pieces that I just had to figure out how to best utilize them, and, like, I had the pieces to start making an actual tower, and this tower is looking at least better than it was before it collapsed, although we still have far way to go to reach what we had before. To be fair, we've lost quite a few towers because, quite a few pieces of the tower, because of the fact that many of them weaned off that side. Right now, we're just in a hole and we're digging ourselves out. And by we, I mean me, of course. You know, the person playing it. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Oh, nope. Wrong piece. And I'm gonna go with it for a second. By accident. There we go. The main issue is one of those things coming along and killing the resources, the few resources that we have. So, unlike last time, we are going to make sure that we will have reserves. The main issue that I'm facing as I'm trying to reconstruct this, that's what I meant. No, we are fine. We are fine. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these two, so that way I can at least see them better. We are fine. We are fine. This tower is going to be beautiful by the time we are done with it. We just lost quite a few there. Alright, we're going to need to make more real quick. I will make the best tower. Maceo is going to watch this, and he is going to be proud of the tower that I was able to make in spite of the severe hardship that I had to circumvent. He is going to be so proud of this tower once he gets the chance to see it. Guys, there's literally so many pieces that they're actually in the floor. That's amazing. That is not gonna fit. Let's not even try to entertain that. Alright, so we need like a tower. We need one. We need a one. Or actually, if we move that, would there be consequences? No. So we can hypothetically... Oh, I thought those were the square blocks. Okay. Clearly, they're not. Alright. Then we just need an L-shaped one. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, you can just hop right in there and die, please. Okay. Ah, god damn it. Stop eating them, please. It's hard for me to focus what I need to be doing when these things keep popping up and they keep devouring my guys. What is that one? Okay. Okay. Like, it's hard for me to focus on what needs to be done here when that keeps happening. I like the almost basketball-like sound they make whenever I put them on like that. Okay, we can't neglect this corner. That would be very bad if we did. I wish there was a way I could save them when they're in the process of being eaten. And I know you're gonna say, well, don't let them get eaten, forehead, but okay. So we did it. We at least made it so that we have more than enough of our little friends and space so that it will not explode the tower when I get more pieces. Let's start doing that now. We can start anew. Okay. That's not gonna stay on. Okay. To be fair, I think that's what happened the last tower as well. Where what happened was the result of those things keeping me from wanting to protect my guys a little bit more. And in turn, the tower crumbled and I ended up losing track of them. Of the ones eating the guys. There was, I mean, the other part was also the fact that I was losing concentration of the tower itself. That's the other reason, of course. Okay, production has to be halted for a second. If I have one of those, do I have one of those? I do not have one of those, not yet. Okay. There. Listen, I'm building a fucking tower. I don't need your help. Once I build this tower, people will look up upon awe and say, Noir did something semi-competent. I'm proud of him. It only took him at least 2 tries. But I am proud of him. The physics engine of this game confuses me a little bit. Right there. Right there. Perfect. 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 Okay. 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 No, those things are coming out of the woodworks quite yet. When the pieces were jumbled together for a second. That's what I meant. Like I was afraid of touching it because I didn't know what would happen. That's what I meant. Not the physics engines in general, just in that particular moment. Let's not do anything fancy. Let's just do that. I don't know what the thumbnail of my stream looks like, to be fair. I can't control that. Alright, and we're gonna stop that there. Well, that's because I am confident, okay? Okay. Finally. No, I don't even know the context of this statement anymore. Well then, you wish to know the truth. He cut me off sharply. His inflection changed, clearly fading emotion. It's a tragic story. I lost something very important to me. Oh yeah, that's right. She, That's right, our character, we established is female. She lost her child, that's right. It's a tragic story. I lost something very important to me. I lost my baby, my wee little lad. Stop it, I said coldly. He refused. I can't even remember his face or his name, but I can remember him suckling from a tip. Shut up, I shouted. And now I'm just full of shit. Shut up, I screamed, now standing in a rage. I grabbed his chest and shoved him back, sending him tumbling out of our temporary rest site. As soon as he recovered to his feet, he charged back up the hill towards me. I struck him in the head with as much force as I could muster before he grappled me, pressing and holding me still. Unable to struggle free from him, he spoke to me through his teeth. So much emotion, but you fail even to observe your own anatomy. Let me remind you. As he released from his grapple, he tore my loose-fitting shirt up and over my head. The skirt before retreating back and away from my failing body. Look, you never could have breastfed any child, let alone your own. You are a man, deeply confused by memories that have drifted to your head. Oh, so we're a guy. Okay. Alright. I'm kinda confused. Although I was seething, for a moment I looked down and was shocked to see my own body fail to align even slightly with my remembered self. That child was never yours. That memory you are holding so closely, so clearly, is that of this place, of some woman beneath these sands. Okay. A maelstrom of emotions swirled within me. The unclear images of children, family, and lovers that had plagued my mind came into focus. Incompatible memories of men, women, beauty, and loss. Who was I in this sea? In whose body did I stand in this moment? As a tightness constricted in my throat and a heat built within my chest, I collapsed to my knees, mourning the lives I never lived. I curled into a ball and cried, tears of my 100 strangers. You believe me now? No, I don't. Unfair! Unfair! Wow. It's so unfair. There we go. Feed. Feed. Oh, shit. Okay. For a second, I forgot that blocks did not despawn. What was this looking like up here? Okay. There we go. That's something. Okay. It's weird how that one is not lit up inside this. God damn it. Oh no, this is happening again. Let's not have that happen again, please. Okay. There, I was about to say, I hope we have a triangle. And we do. We have a triangle. I don't know why I said triangle. I'm sorry. I think I might be losing my mind just a little bit from constructing this tower. Why aren't these lighting up? Like, they're part of the tower. Why aren't they lighting up? I think when they are completely dark like that, they can't reproduce anymore, just in general. Right? Well, they can, it's not worth it. Yeah, that's why I've like... Sometimes, like, when it spawns the blocks, it becomes a little worrying of a more confusing way. because sometimes I just feared that if I spawn something, everything will just blow up. See, those ones light up, but the other ones do not. It's kind of weird. I had a feeling. One of those was back. And I was right. Okay, do I have one? Yes, I do. Okay. Perfect. This is exactly the piece I need. There we go. If I had another T, but I don't. Can this work? Kind of. Actually, yeah. Yeah, this works. Fuck off, buddy. One second. Still a good chance that we could fail. But we are making something out of this. Alright, not too far from the nearest checkpoint at least. Damn it, I hate these fucking things. I wish they gave more of an auditory warning that they were coming. That's my only complaint about this game so far. It just kind of seems outright unfair that anything can happen as I'm gone. That's kind of one reason why the first tower kind of fell. Not the only reason, but one reason. That's because I spent too much time worrying about those things. And the time that I decided to take my chances, they already killed too many. Okay. That works. Okay. I can get another square there, which I believe I have, yes. Perfect. Yeah. Nope. Ooh, don't do that, please. What's this? That's gonna have to do. We need a line. Do we have a line? We don't. Okay. I think that can stay up for now. Along that path. Along that path. For now. Okay. Okay. So we used up all the blocks that we currently have. Good. Let's go ahead and just use some of these. There we go. That's what we need. We need one of these. Kind of placed there a little weirdly, but I think it'll work. It's this one. This one I need. There we go. Trying to look for that shape. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. Damn it. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. Alright, so what does our tower need? Anything specifically? It's gaining a tiny bit. smart constructor. Well, besides that. I have a feeling that something got knocked out of place lately. This is looking pretty bad, actually. Like, did one of these blocks knock something out of place earlier? That's not much better, but seems slightly more stable that way. I want to do that actually. If we get like a 2-block, that doesn't cut it. Alright, we need to farm some more fruit. That one's out of juice. Okay. No. I hate these things so goddamn much. Get the fuck away, please. Alright, we're almost there, folks. We are almost there. Actually, how many spaces? 2. Okay. You can also use something to bridge that gap as well. That'd be great. Will this work? Now, I need a, let's grab one of these ones real quick. Thankfully they don't die if they fall on top of one like that. I tested that unintentionally earlier. Okay. It's going decent, I guess. It's better than it's been, so I'll take that. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Let's get rid of some of these real fast, because we don't need that many of those ones. Yeah, let's stop doing that for now. Looks like we're good on that front. Yeah, that's what's keep happening, huh? I spawned too many of those. And the whole tower is now on the verge of collapse because of it. Okay. Oh yeah, what happened over here? Like... So I'm gonna have to... Okay, so if I want to win this, I'm gonna have to be a lot more careful. I can't do like more than like 2 at a time, basically. I'll keep that in mind. It might be unsalvageable now because of that, however. I don't think we can make it much more than that. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to, at least. But the blocks spawning in, hitting the tower is what's killing us. Because now all this is just downright out of proportion. I mean, something like that was going to happen eventually. So the tower is missing a good portion right here. We can try to fix that. Again, if we want to try to make a tower that will be able to survive, we're gonna have to risk this. Alright, so that won't work. I recall leaving that place 100 times. I recalled 1,000 steps by different feet. The downward spiral had tightened. The smoke had become so heavy and vicious at times I felt like I could swim through it as if I was granted the appropriate anatomy. The man walked ahead of me now. He had for some time. We had spoken little as we descended. Our communication had grown abstract. It often became being unclear who was the speaker at any given moment. Even in some moments, there were no speaker, only language. You were afraid. Beneath this earth will I dream? Will I know how this ends? Amnesia is a small death. What is memory but a measurement of life? Is a shared memory not to extend one's own life? Are there perhaps shapes recursive and fractal that emerge from life that only could be examined when viewing many lives? Do these shapes harbor greater truth, divinity, or the absence of it? If the mind is in the image of God, what image do we now take? The mind drifted in and out of the sea of sounds, each resembling voice and form, but only being understandable in great quantities. Like the grains of sand, individually we are solid and unique, but as a structure we took on properties that could only be approximated as fluid. As we made our final descent, this tide of minds was what controlled us. Wow. Oh. I known that. Okay. Well. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! We did it! Oh, as they were before me. Yeah, I do not recall them coming into my vision. The bottom of the pit, a turning place of black sand, ever emerging in familiar spiral. I felt decades older, and in a way, perhaps I was. It felt strange to step underground that lacked such an unforgiving incline. The man passed me, moving knee-deep into the swirling sand. He began eagerly removing his clothing. Whoa! Once released, the clothing spiral swirled around the pit before being sucked effortlessly below the surface. I had seated myself on one of the few articles of debris, legs dipped into warm, oily sand. I could feel the thousand faces of those already beneath the surface. They seemed focused on me, or perhaps that was the last remnant of my individual demanding I be special. There was a strange clarity in this place, like the air in the eye of the storm. I did not recognize my own memories here, but I recognized those that were not. You hesitate, the man spoke awkwardly using his dejected vocal cords. I felt my throat peel open as I chose to respond. Perhaps someday I will wish to be alone again. You would remain lesser. And if you were to flee, you would be but a bundle of conflicted memories, unsure of your age, your wants, or needs. We are the image of God. I cut the man off as he submerged waist deep into the tar and sand. I don't want to become God or divine or closer to his image. Maybe I am content being just a man. As his upper chest submerged, he turned to face me, his facial muscles maintaining composure through great effort. I shouted through the smoke. Then what do you want? Why you come here? Why join these people? Why become just a cell in the organism? His final pained smile was communicated only through his eyes before he slipped beneath the surface. In the deafening silence that followed, he wordlessly spoke. I don't want to be God. I just want to be better. I just want to be a little better than this. Wait, is there more? Oh. The tower has once more been willed into existence and dust once more will collapse. A piece of you, however small, has become a part of this place. If you wish to give it a name for others to remember, send an image of the code below to @WayneBoySP on Twitter or email and have your name etched into this final tower for all to see. Okay. There's the code. Let me get a better image. There we go. Okay. Grinder. Bitch, I got on film. I'll just send the VOD over. I'll just send the entire VOD over. All right, and that was the Pit of Babel. I, is that what these were? Yeah, they were. Okay. It looks weird because it's in black and white now. And that is the Pit of Babel. You win the game, you get your name in the final credits. Perfect. It's kind of like getting over it, but with but slightly less frustrating. But better. Yeah, exactly. This was fun. It was fun. I love how I was able to just cheese at the end because of one side of my tower just being so terrible. I'll take the win. And those chat rooms 0 out of 10. Yeah. Alright, I will send my screenshot over to here at the end of the stream. Making a spire was the answer, and you doubted me. You doubted me. Alright, and that'll do it for a bit of Babel. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do a full retry earlier. It was just a partial retry. Simply because of the fact that the tower didn't completely collapse. I still had the foundation of it. And I still had a lot of pieces. I'm wondering if I want to play anything else for the list. I say that because that took a lot longer than expected. I will, however, give myself a quick BRB. Okay, okay. I'm looking through my list of games I have, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, which one am I in the mood to play? Yeah, Butterfly Collector, we have Demonology, we have Behold, Haunted Cities. I feel like I want to do Haunted Cities as its own stream, however, just because it's a pack of 4 games together. Although at the same time, like, I could upload them onto YouTube, and you know what? Actually, yeah, we can do that. I don't know what kind of games it would be, however, but we can do that. Actually comes with its own content warning, say, well, let's open up one of them. Just to see what it's like. Nope, wrong screen, sorry. Hold up. I'm sorry, I have like 15 different screens for this. I can't tell if it's showing up, unfortunately. No? I'm sorry, something's like messing with thing over on there we go. I mean, hold up, the screen's all fucked up, but so to anyone who hasn't watched or seen my series of Haunted Cities, these are a collection of games previously Patreon exclusive by the developer Kitty Horror Show, who created the Anatomy is the one that was hugely popular for a while back. And here we are looking at the first game called Exclusion Zone, which is the only game without any kind of content warnings. Hooray! Bunch of street lights in the middle of nowhere, however. Oh, good? Yeah. The other ones have content warnings, and we'll get to those later. Katie Horrorstow herself prides herself on just long-ended atmospheric games, of the vaguely unsettling kind. I wasn't expecting these to be actual stairs. Looks like there's a giant lake in the background. Can we get a closer look? Apparently not. Based on local historical records and the architecture of the region, we are confident that it was a religious structure of some kind. However, its arrangements and composition are unlike any similar religious structures of the area or territory, despite superficial architectural similarities. Previous examination teams have failed to recover any furnishings, artifacts, devices, etc., that would expressively describe the henceforth temple's purpose. And while local accounts, examinations of ambient radiation patterns, and simple visual observation of the surrounding countryside leave it beyond question that the temple was the epicenter of the devastation, we remain entirely ignorant as to how it was that the disaster came to pass. This remains the chief objective of all examination teams dispatched to the exclusion zone. Title drop. Oh, okay. Good. I do not see the tower whatsoever. I am not walking on the stairs. Is that the tower there? False advertising. It was a lot more colorful in the vision that we were suddenly given. The swooping asymmetrical fins of the forward sheltered area have been something of a mystery to previous examination teams. Their shape and positioning perfectly enables them to gather moisture from the air on balmy days, back when the climate of the area had not been irreparably changed and such days were still possible, which is then channeled into the shell reflecting pools set into the floor in order that they be kept filled with water. However, this almost artistic asymmetry is not present in the upper part of the structure, and such a break in uniformity as in stark contrast to many of the fundamental religious tenets of the surrounding area. Put plainly, it seems an ornamental indulgence that makes no sense to us given what little we know about those who might have still occupied this place. One examiner discovered deep channels between the stones at the bottoms of the pool, but seemed to run downward some distance, but were too narrow and solid to be inspected further. Theory suggests some manner of sieve, a mechanism for gathering and storing portable water, or possibly even a cooling system for subterranean parts of the structure, as yet undiscovered. Future examination teams may be dispatched with equipment suited to further exploration of these possibilities. Do not have a drinking game with this. Do not have a drinking game with this game. But for how many times the word examination gets mentioned, is what I'm getting out of this. Okay. Oh, another one? Okay. The central chamber beneath the tower would be, by all accounts, the part of the temple used for communal prayer and administrative gatherings, just as the case with other religious facilities of the region, all of which feature a similar central chamber. However, given the doubt raised as to the actual purpose of the temple, we are disciplined from making such assumptions. This is kind of hard to read. One detail that we find most curious regarding the chamber is the fact that not a single one of the examination teams dispatched to the exclusion zone has ever recovered any kind of talisman artifact from within, nothing so much as a scrap of cloth or particle of ash, while other areas of the temple show clear signs of I literally cannot read that word. Damage and dilapidation. The interior chamber is immaculate, almost deliberately so. Scavengers are rarely so delicate in their work, which rules out the possibility of the chamber having simply been picked clean by opportunistic locals. Also curious is the fact that despite its location directly beneath the extremely radioactive tower, the inner chamber is consistently found to be one of the least irradiated areas of the complex. The stone from which the temple is constructed has no particular insulative properties, which makes this something of a mystery to us. We have continued to look into possible causes of this anomaly, but the absolute lack of salvageable material has proved a severe hindrance to our efforts. Okay. Kind of boring in here. There's not much going on besides the weird scraping noises. Gotta love the weird scraping noises. Just grating into my ear. What's over here? Wow, we can jump really high actually. The overlook for mercy is one feature of the temple which can be at least partially explained. Were it not for the exclusion wall, the overlook would provide a grandiose view of the nearby lake, which is a feature the temple shares with all similar structures in the region. All are built in proximity of an inland body of water, generally at elevation, and all feature an overlook of similar construct extending from the main structure and pointing toward aforementioned body. This is some interest to us because we have at least some evidence to suggest that the temple was built with the specific purpose of performing whatever unique machinations precipitated the disaster, thus making the construction of an overlook something of a concession. That whatever unique machinations precipitated the If the temple's original purpose was not the practice of the local religion, then the overlook would be superfluous. Back. A lot of reading. It is possible that some of the temple's residents maintained their old beliefs, and therefore necessitated the overlook's construction, which opens the possibility that the temple's purpose may not be an entirely religious one after all. It's also been suggested that it was meant merely as a prop, a visual misdirection intended to convince locals from a distance that all atop the lakeside hill was normal and that nothing untoward was being conducted. So let's find the possibility to be somewhat cynical, but it cannot be ruled out. Okay. Sounds about right. Oh, I fell off. We survived. We're fine. We are perfectly fine. What is over here? I want to go into the lake. Can we go into the lake? Or we want to go into the lake now? Oh goody, we're floating on, we're just running across the water. I don't think I was supposed to go this way. But I'm also not entirely sure. Can we get back up there? Hell yeah. Climb this mountain. You can do this. I don't think we explored over in this area. Yeah. Pretty. It was reasonable to exert that the exterior area to the north of the main structure was a plot of some kind. Many such monasteries and isolated religious communes at the time featured similar outdoor areas, used traditionally to cultivate a staple crop that the temple's residents could survive on, or used for trade with the nearby settlements. However, it remains impossible for us to determine just what was grown here. Soil traces betrayed no sign of any of the plants indigenous to the area, or indeed any surrounding regions from which seeds may have been imported. Stranger still, radiation of a kind entirely unique to the modest plot can still be found in the soil, suggesting the growth of some kind of radioactive plant with an extraordinary half-life, distinct from even the radiation that filled the area in the wake of the disaster. Absolutely no historical accounts of such a plant exists in any archive throughout the entire peninsula. Consequently, this small area of ground is of greater interest to us. Examination teams are encouraged to check the area thoroughly for anything that may provide further information, no matter how seemingly minuscule. Alright, meant to go down here. Seems like it. Easily the most baffling part of the temple at large is the pair of carrying stones on the shore at the bottom of the steps northwest of the complex. Nearly everything about them seems at odds with the rest of the structure. As with the region itself, they are of a material that eludes identification, which cannot be traced anywhere else in the peninsula. Their arrangement and indeed their very presence suggests a kind of clandestine purpose that would likely be considered Kitty, you need to make this easier to read, please. Possibly even heretical when just to juxtapose with a dominant region of the time and territory. Yet it is obviously to the temple which I've kept hidden. The glowing arches lining the stone steps which lead to the shore, which have been found to be constructed after the temple itself, but the carrions themselves, hitherto impossible to date accurately, are highly presumed to have been there for much longer, suggesting a deliberate acknowledgement of the carrions and the arches' construction. Finally, prior examination teams have found traces of a kind of energetic charge in the air around the carrions, not radioactive yet with similar half-life to radiation, and distinct from both the fallout of the disaster and the radiation found in the soil of the plots just north of the main structure. Well, it seems safe to assume the carrions have had little to do directly with the catastrophe. Both their purpose and their existence remain something of a fascination to us. Examination teams are encouraged to check the surrounding area, but are cautioned against protracted proximity. Many examiners who remain in the carrion's immediate presence for more than several minutes began experiencing symptoms similar to a combination of radiation poisoning and arrhythmic plague, with at least one case resulting in death. Oh goody. Oh, these sounds are unsettling at all. Alright, so those are the arches. Wondering what happens when we find, well, everything in this area. We're just gonna skip the stairs entirely. Just because we can. Okay, can't climb that. We will climb everything we can climb. Note to examination teams: extreme caution advised when approaching main tower of the temple complex. Ambient radiation at dangerous levels. Protracted proximity to the tower heavily discouraged. Eventual fatality is extremely likely. The tower being the obvious centerpiece of the temple structure, it is presumed by many of us to be the nucleus of the disaster. The continuing extremes of ambient radiation originating from the tower's apex prevent approach, which has stymied all direct attempts at investigation into the disaster's most probable epicenter, and by extension the entire temple's express roles in the calamity. This has long frustrated us for obvious reasons. It is exceedingly difficult to piece together the specifics of such a unique event using only secondary accounts, archaeological hints, and speculation. Most believe the answer to everything is waiting there at the tower's highest point, but our curiosities go ever unsatisfied. We have been looking into potential alternative means of inspection, including possible aerial passes, long-range examination from atop the exclusion wall, the training and applications of Eastern gyre vultures due to their intelligence, mental dexterity, and immunity to most known forms of radiation, and all other options failing, complete demolition of the tower at its base with hope of resultant dispersal or reduction of ambient radiation, allowing for approach. From the recovered notes of examiners Saturna deceased, she was wronged. None of this would have happened had her sisters not wronged her so. She would not have been so lonesome, wouldn't have called out like she did. She'd have kept her old worshippers, the ones who knew how to build her temples and channel her stones, the ones that came from where she came from. She wouldn't have had to call out across the sea to a place she wasn't known. They only tried to love her and honor her here, but our stones are not like her stones, and our air is not like her air, and that's what caused it. That's why it happened, I'm sure of it. She will be vilified once her name is learned, but it was her sisters who broke her up and threw her down. Gods above, it makes me want to cry just thinking about it. How long must she have lain there under the sand, hurting and lonely and angry, and not knowing what she did wrong? And now this. So much devastation just because she wanted to be loved, and because they wanted to love her, but didn't know how. And now she's alone again. Wherever she is, I don't know how to pray to her. I would if I could. Maybe just thinking about how sorry I am for everything she's gone through will be enough. I'm sorry, sister. You deserve better. This was not your fault. Oh, let's hope the apology cut it. Examination complete. Yay, we did it! Assessment, no significant new findings. Yay. Return to exclusion wall bulkhead for extraction. Well, we saw everything there is to see. We found everything there is to be found, and there has been nothing, apparently. A whole lot of nothing. Glad to be able to just jump so very high into the air. Dangerous levels of radiation detected. Beginning quarantine procedures. Stand by for extraction. Okay. And that's it. That was Exclusion. Kind of a quaint game. I like how we went into the history of like the whole oh, sisters are if only she was treated better, she wouldn't have caused all this. And it's like, nope, nothing new detected. The thing I found a little silly. Alright, so next game is Grandmother's Garden, with the content warnings of death, oppression, body horror, emotional, and child abuse. That sounds like fun. Let's play it. 1 second. There's blood beneath her fingernails. Bound her up. I'm gonna restart that real quick. Grandmother's Garden. Got that. She shares her bed with insects and sleeps away the light. Pretty soon her skin will blossom so her veins can drink the night. I don't have a shovel. You don't? Where's my... Where is my return key? Hold up, I'm having trouble with the techno aspects of this game. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Just give me 1 second before I start up the game again. I'm sorry, I'm actually going to end it here, folks. Just... things coming up, so I'm actually going to just call it. I'm sorry. Thank you everyone for watching.